So when we're looking at different types of butters, so Earth Balance is, or Smart Balance is the one that you're discussing. So I discourage margarine, but those type of butters are could be utilized to be more heart healthy. So they incorporate more of unsaturated fats in there, you know, with soy. Thank you. So with this segment here of our workshop, we want to focus on family togetherness. Thank you. And we'll do a new sign in. So we want to make sure that people are enjoying their family meal times. And we want to encourage kids to be physically active. We want to encourage kids to spend their meals together. And that's the takeaway from this one here. And I wanted to kind of model some quick things that we combine, like salads, and comparison of the nutritional content of them. So it's kind of interesting. I'm utilizing butter to mimic that. And we're also going to be doing like a quick recipe here, which is the crock pot recipe as our food activity, and build on that.
But I just compared the exact same moisture.
Did you? Is that the right? Is that the 3 tablespoons? Ah, okay.
I was a big Ben and Jerry's.
Were you?
And then we went to Target and I heard about the Hilo Top and I was comparing. At first I was reading them. I'm like, they're like the same. Everything's the same.
Yeah.
And then I seen Ben and Jerry's is like times 4.
Yes.
And the Top's like once there.
Yes.
And that's 4.
Breyers is a lower
Oh
too.
my God.
It's a big deal, right? So once again, we're here to kind of like bring more information and to inform you guys about like nutritional content of certain foods and fat content, and just to model good eating behaviors. And so the cooking activity here is the crock pot, which is a quick, all-in-one pot thing that we can combine in the morning, come back home, and we have a quick meal. So the berries that we discussed in previous workshops where you don't have the time or you're too tired, this is kind of like, it's already prepared, it's there for you, all you have to do is just eat it. It's already warm. So crock pot recipes, I know your family does a lot of crock pot recipes.
Especially come winter, it's super early.
It's the secret to, you know, enjoying your family mealtime, because that's what it's all about, enjoying your family mealtime. It's not about being stressed. Your kids can kind of assemble and add to this, you know. You can, this is your base, you have all your veggies, you have a protein, you can add grains to it, and you can utilize these tortilla strips. You can bake them and crumble them in there.
She loves corn chips.
Does she?
So I'll get the Ryder wraps
Yeah.
and just put them in the toaster oven and bake them and cut them into little pieces for her.
So there's a variety of different types of wraps. You know, you can do the corn wraps. There's also stone ground wraps. I don't know if anyone heard of the stone ground wraps. The stone, not wraps, I meant to say tortillas. They have, they're minimally processed, the stone ground tortillas. So they have a lot of fiber. They're very nutritious.
So what do you do? You're baking them into
You're baking them, and then you're cutting them into strips. So they become like these strips, tortilla chips, that you're crumbling and adding more texture to the tortilla soup that we're doing here tonight. You can also add like a little bit of Greek yogurt if you wanted to. You can make it as spicy or as mild as you wish, you know. So we have like a general recipe here that Anna created here. She utilized a pound of shredded, you know, of chicken that she shredded in there, or as it cooked, you know, you can pull it apart. We have tomatoes, enchilada sauce, onions, chili peppers, garlic. I know she loves to use garlic. Chicken broth, cumin. We talked about cumin earlier. And chili powder. We have our general salt and pepper, a bay leaf. Has anyone used bay leaf?
Yeah.
I love using bay leaf. It brings out a lot of flavor in foods. A little bit goes a long way. Chopped cilantro.
Can I just mention
Yes.
one thing? On kids, bay leaves are a choking hazard. So if you use them, you either gotta
Always
fish
take
them
out,
You
yeah.
know, my family, we don't fish them out because that's the prize.
I
Like when
see.
make beef stew, my children are hoping to get the bay leaves. That's like a big deal because there's only 2 of them.
Oh, really? Oh, you really have to eat a lot of soup.
The bay leaves are still in there.
Okay. All right. So make sure you fish the bay leaves out so your kids don't choke on them. So, but that's the takeaway of healthier type of tortillas from these guys would be the stone ground corn tortillas. So has anyone seen them in the store? Have you? Excellent. So I'll let you try this in a little bit, but I wanted to bring awareness of certain food items when some people that do eat on a go or they're trying to be mindful. I want to bring awareness of maybe a salad if you grab and go and the fat content of that versus also maybe like not such a healthy salad. So this is a chicken Caesar salad. This chicken Caesar salad has about 3 tablespoons equivalent of fat in here. Would you like to talk more about that, Sean?
Sure. I mean, so what she's trying to display here is that if you're eating on the go, and you're just grabbing a salad, you're like, okay, I'm getting a salad, I'm eating greens here, I'm getting nuts, cheese, whatever. And you're not really paying attention to the total fat content of the salad. This kind of representation is going to show you that what you're eating, just because it's a salad, doesn't exactly make it healthy. So this salad right here has 3 tablespoons of fat. You can see there's a big difference between it. Both salads, both considered healthy, right? But the dressing is what makes it unhealthy. This has that Caesar dressing. It's really fatty, full of saturated fats, what we talked about last time, not good for you. This has fat in it as well, but you're getting less saturated fat and more unsaturated fats coming from the walnuts that are in the salad.
Also cheese, right?
Well, this has
Got it. This one has, I think, gorgonzola, right?
So does that one have the dressing?
This one has a vinaigrette dressing.
Yes.
So that would be the healthiest dressing.
It's vinaigrette dressings tend to be lighter. You know, sodium here is much less versus this sodium here, because also the cheese can contribute to the sodium content. Also, some certain Caesar salads have bacon as well, so beware. When I was in the store earlier, the one with bacon had 900 milligrams for this particular serving.
All right,
Here's the next item
the
here.
ice creams. This is my favorite part here. So obviously everybody likes ice cream. What's not to like about it? But the point here is to show you that per serving, and in this container right here, this is 4 servings. So multiply this by 4. That's how much is in here.
Yeah.
All right, and then same with this. You know,
That's
multiply this by 4. That's how much is in here. But this whole container, fat is equal to 1 serving fat in this one. So.
I mean,
Just to
do
give you a
you
little-
guys see like the visual here? How a lot of people might sit down and just eat this whole container, but Sean just said there's 4 servings here, so there's 4 of these in
That's a
here.
stick of butter.
That's a stick of butter.
Stick of butter.
More, yeah.
More or
So
less.
it's actually a little bit more than stick of butter.
I'm
So
guilty of eating a whole one of these.
All the
Same
time.
here.
That's like my
Yeah, let's
go-to
just
thing. That's why I said it.
That's so good.
Here for that.
emotional eating is big, right?
Big, yeah,
So
absolutely.
let's keep our emotions in check.
Around the store.
I just love ice cream.
Yeah. What's
So maybe this is the one that's your.
That's the part that kills me. I love ice cream.
I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this Halo Top.
Has anyone heard of it?
That's what I just said. So I heard about it, but I never seen it in stores. And then recently Target started selling it. So when I was in Target, I compared them,
Yeah.
and I thought it was crazy. So I did buy it and I tried it. Yeah, I liked it, but it doesn't do. To me, it's not like an ice cream. It was more like a water ice. Like it was like, yeah, I thought it tasted more like water ice.
The labels.
So it
Maybe
didn't
also
do the
the
ice cream
flavors.
feel for me. Because I'm a big ice cream person, but my
This is showing you
boyfriend loved it.
26 grams of fat.
So he
I
switched to
went to
Halo
the
Top.
store and I passed the ice cream and I went to the Whole
No.
Foods
But it's really
popsicle.
26 grams per
And
serving.
it's only
But
70
you get how many
calories and
servings
it
in
has,
there.
has strawberries and
So
juice
this is 26 grams
Yeah.
of fat. Yeah. And then multiply that
Yeah,
by 4.
you know, so they do like healthier options are there. It's all about chopping through the ingredient list, looking at the labels, and we talked a lot about ingredient lists, how to read it. So I feel like you guys are more confident. Would you say? Or
I said I told him when I compared them, I looked at the Ben and Jerry's, the exact same 2 things, and I was
Yeah.
looking and I was like, oh, they're like the same thing. And then I looked at the serving and I'm like,
no, they're not. That's right. That's
I
right.
was like, how is this healthier? Everything's the same.
Yeah.
It's almost identical, but then that's 4 servings and that's 1. I was like, oh my god.
I gave it. My kids tried it. They didn't tell the difference. I didn't hear any complaints. My kids are 9 and 7. So,
It kills me.
but
I don't feel bad about it either.
yeah.
Oh, no, after I'm
briskets
not
at the
in.
store, they make it with fig and honey.
Wow. Fig and honey.
Really good.
Very nice. What do you use it with? Hummus. There's somebody that we just went to a hummus place last week,
Corey, you have to share. You
and for lunch. It was really, it was warm. It was warm hummus.
Thank you, Justin.
Yeah.
That sounds a lot better than what I had.
What it was actually, they brought out a large bowl of just hummus. See, you didn't order correctly. My dish was hummus, but it also had like eggplant, zucchini with a whole bunch of spices, and it had some. You must love hummus. That's why you ordered that, and it had a poached egg on it too.
The server was looking at me funny when I ordered the number 4. She was like, "Are you sure you want?"
Yeah. So it was actually it was in a city. It's called Hummusology. It's a hummus place. That's all they do. They just serve different platters of hummus. So you can just order something to go, and you can kind of share with the. I think it's a lot. It was a lot of hummus for one person. You probably got about 1,000 calories for sure there, but you also utilize those calories, right? You burn them all up.
I do, yeah.
Sean likes to exercise a lot, so he could have used those calories, right? So it goes back to like how active we are and how do we compensate or utilize those calories. So, are you ready to try some soup? You have a lot of food here tonight. I'm gonna get some dishes. Can we use these dishes or they're bowls? Okay, excellent. Let me scoop them out. You guys can kind of assemble. Yes. Let me kind of put this here. There we go. Sorry.
No, that's bad.
You don't get to try the ice cream?
You can try it after the soup. How is that? And in fact, I want you to try the Halo top. Anime, did you? Oh, sorry.
I said, are they empty containers, or like, do we have to eat it because they're melting?
Yeah. You know what? Let me get you a napkin here. And there's spoons here.
Did you make these out of tortillas?
These are made out of tortillas. Yep, these are the tortillas that I just showed you earlier. But like I said, you can add, you can use the stone ground tortillas as well. So,
You just
yeah.
put them in the oven and then
Yeah,
you slice
just
them up?
a little bit of olive oil. You can actually add a little bit more of spices if you want a more kick to
They
it.
look like flat fries.
Yeah. Mhm. Yep.
My boyfriend's like a big health freak, so he was the one who was like, oh, I'm dying trying to Halo top. I'm like, okay. And then I'm looking, I'm like, it's not even healthier. And then he was like, are you kidding me? And I was like, where do you see? And then he was like, the servings. I was like, oh.
You guys will get to, who's
Container, you're like, oh, that's
a little bit for you here.
Because that's like our thing. Like,
Do you want
like a big, like, walking
do you want these guys strips in here, or do you want the strips in here, or you want to eat separately?
go to Cold Stone or whatever.
Oh. How was that? Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what? I got food. You gonna be all nice to me again?
Oh, I did. Did I?
All right. Anime. I have to say your dip is really amazing.
Which one?
The one with the tzatziki one,
Okay, really?
really good. It has a nice kick to it.
It really did. It was very
Yeah.
good.
Everything is delicious.
It's healthy for you and it will taste good.
So as you can see, when an anime combine all these ingredients, you have a little bit of everything here. You have some starch, you have a veggie, you have a protein, you have volume.
Yeah.
And would you like to try some?
Try it?
Doesn't have
You have to get.
She convinced me.
It doesn't have any hummus, she said. Here we go.
Thanks.
And let me scoop some for you. Do you want some of the tortillas? All right, what are you guys thinking? How is the flavor here? Nice and has a little kick to it.
It's a good flavor for a lighter.
Here you go. Why don't you open this seat right here so you can sit down?
I'm gonna have to keep chasing him. He's not gonna sit still. But thank you.
Careful, because it's hot.
It's not. I mean,
Here you go. You want more
you.
strips? I don't know. You're being like
Yeah, that's
carb
fine.
conscious,
Yeah, that's fine.
so I wasn't sure.
I don't think so. That's also a big. That's also a big.
I just wanted to see
Yeah,
here.
you don't
Ah.
miss it.
All right, what else? Did you want anything else in here?
No, that's
That's
perfect.
good? Okay. So, just going back to our comparing, contrasting foods when we're eating out, I wanted to discuss a little bit of different types of cuisines. If any one of you, I can kind of like go in order here. I wanted to see where would you go and eat out, and we can kind of brainstorm what is your best bet, what should you go easy on. So, for example, if you were to eat out, where would you go for a quick dinner after here?
I don't go out much to eat.
You cook most of your meals, okay?
Only when you pick us up. The most unhealthiest dinner.
It's funny, we were debating if we should bring McDonald's here. Sean said we should have brought. I said, nah.
That's my wife's
If you
go-to.
would have brought McDonald's, these people would have jumped you.
That's what we said. That probably if we would have brought it, they would not want to have the soup. So we said, let's skip the McDonald's because we want to make sure we don't. How about you? What do you purchase? What would you grab if you're leaving here? You're hungry, have a taste for something. Where would you go? Would it be Mexican? Would it be Italian? Would it be like fast food? Would it be like Chinese food? Greek food?
I eat Chinese food a lot.
Chinese food? So what would you order there? We can help you out, collaborative here. What should you choose or what should you go easy
General
on?
Tso's chicken.
Which one?
General Tso's chicken.
General chicken, okay. All right. What else?
Their beef with garlic sauce. I get that a lot too.
Beef or garlic sauce, okay.
Pork fried rice.
Pork fried
Yeah,
rice,
Pork fried rice.
okay. Anyone else?
With a good
Chinese food,
combination
I'm a low-
platter, so it comes with it.
I'm a lo mein person. when it comes
You're a
to
lo
food.
mein?
Lo mein and egg foo young, which I know the egg foo young is so bad for me, but it's so good.
So when we
But
think
I
of
don't eat Chinese, we don't eat out very often.
do,
I like the wonton. See,
Wonton.
I'm good with dinner. My big thing is lunch. Like at work, we only get 30 minutes, and sometimes you don't even get that. You like work through your lunch. We run to whatever, and there's a
That's-
Chinese place like right there.
And as I get
So
a,
dinner, I'm good. It's Chinese that I eat
we get a
more.
lunch truck outside my shop, and it's not a bad meal. Like today, I had I had
Chinese
chicken
is usually like 10
chicken
minutes.
stir fry.
mm-hmm.
A nice plate for, I work 8 hours, and I work labor too, so it's
Mhm.
a good meal for.
You're physically active.
yeah, for a quick lunch, it's
Yeah.
decent.
And that's what I want people to understand is that, or everyone here to understand is that if your body requires more energy, you can afford to eat a little bit more calories or something that's more calorie dense versus the people that sit in an office and are sedentary all day. They don't have the luxury of going and having something that's heavy, you know, like you're walking around a little bit more.
Just that.
It's okay. So for Japanese, Chinese, or Thai food, we want to make sure that we're mindful of like the curries. Curries are coconut-based coconut milk-based, which means they're very high in saturated fats, so very high in fat, period. So we want to make sure that we stay light on those. Anything that contains something with the word ribs, it's okay. They're really heavy as well. So like Peking duck, spare ribs, they're very heavy as well. You want to make sure we go easy on egg rolls. Those are deep fried egg rolls or deep fried wontons. Oh yeah, let me move this here.
Leilani's mom.
I just wanted to move it so she doesn't burn.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. Be careful. And so sweet and sour dishes with breaded fried ingredients. These are the things we want to make sure we avoid as well. Also fried crispy dishes and tempuras. Those are things we really want to go easy on. Okay, fried rice and fried noodles. Hello. So what we can go higher on are the steamed spring rolls or dumplings. We can go more so for the steamed brown rice. We can eat some with the softer noodles. So things that are like the frying methods, you know, we want to try and avoid those guys. So if something stir fried, you can utilize that. But things are deep fried, we want to make sure we be aware of. So tofu or grilled vegetables, those are great as well. Edamame, that's a great additive. Anyone likes edamame here?
Never tried it, don't know what it is.
Yeah, I have a little baggie here. Edamame are
The peas, right?
they're soybeans, so they come in a shell. We'll have to have the little trial next time. This is what it looks like. It's loaded with fiber. It's loaded with protein. Edamame can go as a snack, or it can be on top of a salad to add more protein. So no, take it out of the shell. The shell is like it's fuzzy, it's very viscous. You don't want to eat that. It's not like a sugar snap pea or peas. So like for example, if you have like the Caesar salad, you can purchase light Caesar salad kits in a store that are ready to go. So, or you can just omit the Caesar dressing or utilize maybe like a tablespoon of Caesar dressing. Add those guys if you don't want to do the chicken, if you want to be more plant-based. So I'm just saying there's room to work with. Any other cuisines that people like to eat after for a quick dinner? Olive Garden, so Italian. What do you order?
I usually get the eggplant. I tried, the heart healthy diet.
Mhm.
Limit the rolls
Okay.
and the salad. I think you can ask for the dressing on the side.
Yep.
I like doing it, but yeah.
You don't like doing it? Why? You feel uncomfortable?
I said, I don't know if they like doing it.
Oh, well, you're the customer, right? You're the customer. We should always not be.
That was my downfall.
You feel uncomfortable?
No, when they get it perfect, they say cheese, I say let it rain.
Yeah.
And they fill it up with cheese, and then I
I
eat.
say let it snow.
Let us know.
I let them eat it, and I eat that, and I eat 2 breadsticks, and then I take my meal home.
Yes.
This way on the day do it.
There you go. You just
And
pack it
I
up.
also get enough, sometimes I get an extra sandwich. I took them there before, and I told them, not eat my sandwich and order something else.
So that is something that you, thank you for bringing that up, is that you can take your portions home. You can take half of it home, whatever you want. So and it adds, the cheese can add protein to your meal. So minestrone soup, do you like that? Do you eat that? Okay. How about garden salads, as NMA mentioned, breadsticks, they're good. Chicken cacciatore, they're good. What we want to be careful or go easy on are the antipasto dishes. That's what you enjoy? Okay.
Like Italian food, yeah.
This is where, like, if you have the breadsticks or the garlic bread, then, they're buttered. This one can get you in trouble. You might want to really go easy on them. I'm not saying don't eat anything altogether. I'm saying you might want to go easy on or share, get it for the table, Think about, like, the whole family style and having people share. Although I believe in many restaurants, when you do order family style, it's large portion. So you can definitely take that home. Creamy dressings such as sauces, Alfredo sauce, those are super dense with saturated fats. There are recipes of cashews that are utilized as Alfredo sauce instead. You still have to be mindful because it is still very caloric. It is much healthier and it's better fat, but it's still pretty caloric. Please be mindful about Italian sausages and prosciutto. They're also very high in saturated fats. They're high in sodium. And also fried dishes such as eggplant parmesan, and of course our desserts, cannolis. Definitely want to split that. Or you can come home and eat Halo Top. Anything else? How about you, Sean? Where do you like to eat out? At your home?
Chipotle.
What do you like?
I'm a big Chipotle guy.
Yeah, anybody ate there before? I have never eaten there before.
What do you think? You like
I'm not a big Mexican fan in general.
Okay. What do you think about when it's Mexican, right? What kind of dishes do you associate with Mexican besides?
Besides Chipotle?
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough. No, that's enough. Down.
Tacos, burritos,
Mm-hmm.
guacamole. Yeah, guacamole's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Burrito truck, Yala Taco.
Yala taco.
Yeah.
We're talking about when we're eating out. We're still on we're on Mexican now. What would you order for Mexican?
I don't really do Mexican, but I guess like Taco Bell. Like, are we talking like that?
Taco Bell or Chipotle?
I go like chicken quesadillas.
Where? On the border. Okay.
Chipotle, I like their rice bowls.
See?
We're going tomorrow. I'll find out.
I'm a big fan.
I have never been to Chipotle's.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I do eat Mexican food. Like, so when I would go to a Mexican place, I think about like beans. I think Mexican people know really how to season their black beans. That's how I associate Mexican thing. Or like quesadillas we made last time. A lot of times I would make like black bean quesadillas as well. So any other meals or dining experiences anyone wants to share, or did they like to go to?
It's not a good idea going to all you can eat buffets.
Yes.
Because you're just so tempted.
Very
My
tempted.
sister, she's 2 years older. She gets her meal. She cuts it in half.
Mhm.
She tells the server, put this aside, bring me out, take it home.
Oh wow. Okay. I didn't know you were allowed to do that.
Because the biggest meal should be during that lunchtime.
Mhm.
Breakfast like a cake. Lunch like dinner like a cake, because their metabolism goes down.
Yeah, so I think usually in people in Europe, this is the concept that they would follow. They'll have a nice, lunch. This is like their biggest meal, and dinner is more light. So I think, any other questions that you guys have for me as far as that, different cuisines and how do we swap foods out? We have like a nice little balance here, I think, and we showcase a lot of bring out awareness for fat content, even in healthier ingredients like the salads, we need to be careful of the dressings. We talked about different soups that we can kind of create in crock pots or stir fries. So feel free to, we also have some giveaways here as well. NMA put together some nice giveaways, planting and also spiralizers that you guys can utilize at your homes. If you don't have any other questions,
Good night, everyone.
good night. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let me get this door for you. Here, you got it.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you for coming, everyone. I appreciate your patience. I know kids are getting really tired. If you have anything else you want to add or, have any questions, feel free. We'll be more than happy to address. Okay. Thank you so much.